Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be doing a first impressions on the new Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue foundation. So if you want to see how it comes out and what my final thoughts are, then just keep watching. To start off with, I just got out of the shower. In a BoxyCharm I got a while back, we got this First Aid Beauty Coconut Water Cream. And I have always loved First Aid Beauty because they're made for sensitive skin, right? I put this on my face and it burned so bad I had to wash it off real quick, so I'm really confused. But as you can see, for some reason, especially on this side of my face, it's so red. Like, it burns so bad. I washed it off so quick. Never using this again. I don't know what happened with that, but so yeah, if you're wondering why my skin is like even more red than normal, this thing right here, like I'm very confused. But yeah, it was very heavily fragrant, so maybe that's what did it. I don't know, it's weird, but never again, so no. But anyways, okay, so I picked up the Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue foundation. I got the shade 103 and I'm really hoping it matches me. I feel like normally when I'm not self-tan, my color is whatever the lightest shade is, basically, and even then sometimes it's too dark for me, so I'm hoping that's gonna work out. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do my foundation kind of like how I always do it, and we're gonna see what we think. And also, I think I told you guys, but I can't remember, I've been running out of every single thing ever that I enjoy. So I ran out of my Cover FX powder, which I just repurchased that, thankfully. And I also ran out of my cleanser that I normally use, and that's the Indie Lee, can't remember exactly what it's called, but so I've been using the Soap and Glory cleanser again, which that one's okay, but my skin's felt so dry and it's actually starting to break out. Like, I'm sure you can see this like giant thing on my face. And then also I am about to start, and every time I'm about to start, my face explodes and it's like I'm a 13-year-old again, so yippee, right? Okay, so anyways, first off, I'm gonna do like how I always do, my favorite part, as I tell you guys all the time. I'm gonna spray my face a billion gazillion times with this MAC Fix Plus because I just love it. You guys already know. Oh, it just makes my skin feel so good. And then for primer, I think I'm gonna try to use this. Like I told you guys, I'm running out of it too, but I really like this one, the Becca First Light Priming Filter. So I'm gonna do that. And I'm just gonna take some and then just apply it like normal. I'm wondering when, oh wow, my face looks even crazier now. Yeah, I'm never using that stuff again. I really want to get a new moisturizing mask because I use that Laneige one and I love it, and it's $25, which is pretty affordable, but I'm out of my second one and I feel like it's just not giving me as much hydration as it used to, so I'm kind of wanting to look into other ones. I kind of wanted to try the Belif Aqua whatever sleeping mask or whatever. I think I want to try that next and see how good that one is because I need hydration. Like, my skin lately is just crying for hydration basically. So okay, so now I think it's time to go in with the foundation. So I really love the packaging on this. It's really sleek and like it's really nice, and it just feels really nice. And then I saw that it says to shake up really well, so I'm gonna shake it up, and then I'm gonna be using, like always, the Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH03 brush, and I do like the pump on it too. It's kind of nice. But I'm just gonna pump out, I think I'll try one pump at first because quite a bit of product comes out, so we're gonna try that first. Okay, so it looks pretty light, so I'm happy to see that because I am light. So far it's doing a pretty good job of covering up my redness. It pretty much completely covered it on the left side of my face. It feels pretty good. There's not a smell or anything, which actually is kind of nice. Okay, so far so good. I mean, I used one pump and it covered my entire lower half of my face, and it covered up that, I mean, you guys saw how red my skin was, and I feel like it did a really good job. Especially this side, I feel like it's like totally gone pretty much, and then this side it's like almost gone, so it's doing a pretty good job so far. And from what I can tell, this seems like a pretty good match to my not self-tanned self, you know? Like, it looks pretty good, which I'm happy with that, because like I said, it's really hard for me to find a foundation that matches me and that I could wear without, you know, looking insane. So I just went ahead and put another pump, and I'm gonna just kind of build it up on this side a little bit and try to totally cover that redness, and then I'm going to start to take it on the forehead. And this foundation does look a lot lighter, I'm sure, than my arms, but I do have quite a bit of self-tan left on them. Like, see, that's my like natural skin color, and then I have a little bit of self-tan still sitting there. So once you look at that, you're like, okay, that's not as crazy, you know. But yeah, this is a pretty pale shade. And once I add bronzer and all that stuff too, it's gonna match even better. I haven't really watched any videos on this or anything, so I'm not really sure like how people are feeling, or yeah, if people have been liking it, not liking it. So yeah, I don't really know anything about this so far, but so far, I mean, it looks pretty good. I feel like I look fairly glowy, but that could be because of the things I put before, like that Becca primer. So let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna zoom you guys in a little bit to see if we can kind of see what's going on here and all that. So okay, so here's what we have so far. I'm not really noticing anything right now that I'm not too crazy about. It is kind of creasing up on my eyelids, but I don't have a single foundation that doesn't do that to me, so I'm not really surprised about that. I feel like on camera it does look kind of cakey. For me, I feel like it's pretty light to where it doesn't feel like I'm wearing foundation, but you see even that giant like blemish I had on my face, it's covered up. It covered up all that redness on my skin, which it was so red. So and so far it doesn't look like it's sinking into my fine lines very much, which I appreciate. So yeah, so far so good. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it with powder, and then I'll be right back and see if that kind of changes things a little bit. But see, I feel like it's a pretty good match to my skin, which is really nice. So I did get a new Cover FX powder like I was telling you guys, but I have been using this Pretty Vulgar, what is this called? The Powder Room powder. I think I got this in the BoxyCharm too, but it just comes with so much powder, and it was the only thing I had, so I've been using it. I'm not crazy about it, but I feel like it might be more geared towards like people with oily skin, because for me, I feel like it just makes my skin feel kind of like it sucks all the hydration out of my skin. So, but this is what I do with every foundation. I just go through and I set everything, or else it would just get all over the place, you know. And I totally forgot to add concealer, but in all honesty, a lot of days I don't even wear concealer. I feel like I don't really I don't know, necessarily need it in my opinion. And this foundation is, I mean, in my opinion, pretty fuller in coverage, so I feel like I don't really need concealer. But okay, so I do see that it's kind of coming off my nose, maybe like a little, because my issue normally is my nose. It just, that redness always pops through around my nose, and that's pretty much it. And sometimes on my chin. On my chin, actually, I do. It's just my nose and my chin, like the foundation leaves those areas the quickest. And I do see like a little bit of my redness trying to peek through on my nose, but it's not horrible or anything. But yeah, so far I'm really liking this. I mean, my skin looks pretty good. It's a good match for me when I'm not self-tan. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the rest of my face off camera, and then I'll come back and give you guys an update. Alright, so I am back, and I put all my all the rest of my makeup on. So for my eyes, my blush, and my highlight, I used the new Tarte and Whitney Simmons collab. I've been obsessed with this and using it every single day. And then I also used this Tarte Chrome Paint in the shade Top Yacht, which I've been obsessed with because you can just like plop it on your eye real quick and it's so pretty. And so for our lips, whenever I got this foundation, I think you had to spend a certain amount to get free shipping, and you guys know how I feel about shipping. I don't want to pay it. So I got this gloss, which I've heard a lot of people talk about. It's been around for a while, I think, but this is the Dose of Colors. I think this is the collab with Desi and Katy. Yeah, Desi and Katy collab, and it's in the shade Over the Top. And I'm just going to put that on my lips just so we have, you know, a little something something going on. I don't know how it'll look, but I've heard really good things, and it just looks like straight up glitter. Like, it's really pretty. I really like the applicator too. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. Ooh, and it smells really good. Ooh, and that even feels kind of hydrating. I really like that. I used to not be able to stand lip glosses, but these last like couple months, for some reason, I've been obsessed with glosses. I don't know who I am. But anyways, okay, so before I got back on camera, I was kind of looking at my mirror really up close, and I have to say I'm really, really, really impressed with this foundation. I mean, what I'm most impressed with is that it covered that redness, because like I said, you guys saw how red especially my skin was on this side, and it covered it up completely. I think for the whole face I just used those 2 pumps, and even then really I think, I don't know, I probably could have used less and it would have been fine. But yeah, my skin looks really good, and like I said, I'm super excited because I feel like this matches me pretty well for when I'm not self-tanned. All my other products I put on my skin, they went on super, super easy. Yeah, so far, I mean, it's a definite win for me. But yeah, I have to say it looks pretty good. And like I said, a lot of foundations, they cling to my forehead lines, which I feel like this one isn't doing it a lot, which I'm pretty impressed with. And it's not caking up around my nose, which some foundations do. I mean, so far I'm really impressed. And I'll be sure and link prices for you guys below because I honestly can't remember. But this foundation does have a really good shade range. Like, I think, I really can't remember actually, but I know I chose between this and like 3 other ones because they were fair but like different undertones, and I can't remember. I want to say I chose the fair cool undertone or neutral undertone. I can't remember, but they do give you a couple different options, and I'm pretty impressed that like the one I picked worked out pretty well. But yeah, I feel like this is a yes, yes, yes for me. I really like this. I recommend you guys check it out. I will update you guys in the description box down below on how it does throughout the day. But yeah, so far it looks really good. I don't think it's like oxidized or anything like that. So yeah, I guess that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.